Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. Couple of treats to end the year with a bang. Nice to see these updates. We have the updated Freightliner Classic XL from Jon Ruda and perfect combination with Zeemod's DD60 series now officially updated for 139. Zeemod is alive and he updated his DD60 series to version 2.0, so keep your ears open. We'll try and distinguish all the differences, okay? And couple that with the Christmas deliveries, of course. Now I will for sure be creating a silent trucking video with this exact setup so we can hear it better and so you won't have my voice getting in the way. But in the meantime, let's enjoy what we have right here. Let's open the windows. Hear how these revs go on. And yes, the Classic XL update now has full compatibility with Sissel and ATS's cabin accessory DLC. You can see my favorite smartphone GPS there. ATS hanging toy. Christmas tree from Sissel. Pizza, that's for Rohan. Guitar at the back, cap, magnets, all the stuff. It's so nice. It really feels like this is your second home away from home. Yeah, let's rev it up. Nice. I noticed some differences as I was driving through to this pickup point. We'll see if we can distinguish them together. I'll keep quiet for now, give you a chance to spot it on your own. You notice it? The clicking sounds is not from Zeemod, the clicking sounds are from Crashbomb. Like the shifting sounds. You probably noticed it by now. If you're used to driving in Zeemod sounds, the difference is very distinct. I'm not sure if I like it yet, but it is probably more realistic. So let me point it out for those who haven't highlighted it, those who haven't spotted it. Turn right here. We're currently in Fort Collins. This is where we'll be starting our convoy on Thursday, Wednesday night for US folks. See you there, guys. But yeah, Fort Collins is where the convoy will be starting. Check out the announcement I made in the community tab of my channel for more details. Very nice. Let's close the windows. It's going to be pretty loud soon. Second, close both windows. Good, alright. So, yes, what I noticed immediately is when you're revving, when you get to the higher revs, especially in the lower gears, you start hearing the fan, some kind of fan. I think that's like the fan that triggers, that initiates to cool the engine or something similar. Let's see, hear it again. I hear it most of the time in first, second, third gear. Let's see if we can distinguish that in a bit. That one. Now I'm not sure if that's what I think it is, but it is very distinct. And I am kind of missing in a way the roughness, the grittiness of the engine sound itself. You can hear that more in the higher gears like here. And then you start hearing the fan again as you hit like 1500 RPMs and higher. But it sure sounds complex. And for those of you who are more familiar with the DD60 series sounds in reality, let me know if this is closer to how it should be. Because the version 1, of course I had no complaints. Sounds good to me. With these changes, does it make it more realistic? Or not? You guys be the judge, because as always, I'm pretty clueless with these things. I just know if I like something or not, but I'm not really the best person to compare it with how it sounds in real life. Oh, this is a nice route we're taking. Fort Collins, we're headed west towards Vernal, I think. We're crossing over to Utah. Not sure I've been through this road before. Interesting. And couple this with everything else. JBX, Frosty mod. That's all contributing to this entire winter vibe, holiday feels. Add that Christmas tree there. As Christmassy as it gets. I'm super excited for our convoy, guys. So this is probably the route we'll be taking, or pretty similar. So we're starting off in Fort Collins, headed west to Utah. And we'll probably be going via the... Oh crap. Apparently this road is not allowed. Okay, we'll get a penalty. That's fine. We'll probably be going via I-70? Is it 70? Past Glenwood Canyon, Eisenhower Tunnel, stuff like that. That would be a nice convoy area. And it will truly test the patience of drivers. There we go, that's the penalty. Apparently you shouldn't be driving through here when you're carrying a load. That's fine. For the sake of nice scenery, we'll pay the penalty. Let's just treat it as like an expensive admission ticket. I also heard that recently... Oh yeah, the jake brake. Oh, that sounds even better. Wow, that one I definitely like better. The fan sounds and higher revs, I'm not sure if I'm such a huge fan. Maybe it's a matter of getting used to. I like the detail and the variety depending on the revs. But yeah, the jake brake, no question about it, I like that more. I'd be interested to hear what you guys say. Because as you guys might know, sounds are very subjective. What is realistic to someone can be completely fake sounding to another, even though both people have heard the real engine, have gotten close or have exposure to the real engine, real truck drivers. The sentiments can vary to opposite sides immediately. So when I've been featuring these mods, I've been reading the comments, replying to them. It's so interesting because the perspectives are so different. Like both are truck drivers, both have driven DD60 series, but the sentiments can be completely opposite. So I'd be interested to hear what you guys think about this update. I think I am getting used to it. I definitely like the variety. It's never just the same monotonous thing. Before, you can definitely hear the engine growling and the struggling more and more as you increase the revs, so you go into the higher revs. Oh, that's beautiful. But now it's even more so. And it's not only the engine that you hear that's different, you hear all these different things as well, which makes it even more amazing. If you try and distinguish each one. Now, I'm not the best person to highlight them, but yeah, what I hear definitely is, aside from the engine, there's like the fan, There's a turbo whistle as well, probably. There you go, the turbo whistle. And some other exhausts, probably. Exhaust sounds. You guys let me know. Oh, hear that Jake brake. Let's take a break here. Speaking of brakes. Different brake altogether. Sorry. Okay, let's go and take a rest here. I think it's my first time going through here. Yeah, let's go past the viewpoint first, even if the lighting isn't the best. It's getting a bit dark. What time is it anyway? Based on the clock, 6:30 in the morning. Yeah, if we sleep, by the time we wake up, it will be even darker, I think. Right, activate. Where are we? Rocky Mountain Road. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I've been here before. Alpine Visitor Center. That's what that says. That building. Yeah. Looks pretty cool. I love how the sun just saying goodbye there at the end. The left side, you can see like very subtle evidence that the sun has just finished setting and night is taking shape. Very nice. Oh, I like this. Let's go and look at the map after we finish this viewpoint. Oh, there we go. That's the view I want exactly. Where the sky has that like 2 or 3 colors, blue and orange, merging together. That's my favorite time. I did a painting of that once back in the day. Used to paint back in, what was it, grade school? Sunsets. Too bad the visuals aren't the best because of the lighting, but then it does highlight the beauty of the sky, so I guess it kind of makes up for it. Be nice to have some music here, huh? This is a very long viewpoint. Wow. Cool. Right. So where are we? So we started from Fort Collins. I've been here before. Yeah, I haven't driven through here yet. Cool. Lucky. So this is Route 34. And it will be crossing and merging onto Route 40 later. Nice. Okay. Where shall we go? Find the nearest rest area, which is somewhere here. And suddenly everything is super dark. What time is it now? 7. That was like 30 minutes. Checking out the viewpoint. Cool. Now the rest area should be here. There you go. So that should work. Hopefully, when we wake up, there's a bit of sunlight. This is what I hate about winter. Early sunsets. Late sunrise. Can we just go through these barriers maybe? I love that gargle of the engine. And the low revs. The higher revs with the fan sounds, I don't like it so much. Because I really like hearing the gurgling of the engine. Like that one. But I guess I'll get used to it. If that's really how it sounds, then we live with it. By the way, for those who are wondering, so yeah, this phone GPS is my absolute favorite. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's most realistic to when I'm driving in real life, using my phone as the GPS. It looks very relatable. Oh yeah, Jake brake. But the main problem when you're using that phone GPS by default is you don't have a speed limit indicator. You can see that I do have it It's because I have a mod. I made a mod that adjusts where the speed limit sign is. So feel free to download that. That should be in the mods list. That's all the mods I'm using here. Look under, I think that's under accessories. There should be a speed limit for mobile phone GPS, something like that name. And you have to have Google Maps GPS mod activated as well. And then put the speed limit for phone GPS on top of Google Maps GPS mod. And you should have exactly what I'm having here. So you don't need any other GPS screen, you just need the phone and you will see the speed limit in there. Very handy. Yeah, I think with like GPS systems like this, having it in portrait mode is actually more beneficial. Although in the game it's not really that helpful because it kind of just zooms in and crops the sides. But like in real life, having the navigation in portrait mode is useful because you get to see more things in front of you instead of more things on your sides. You need to see more things in front of you. You need to see more things ahead because that's where you're going. And normally the position, your truck, your car, is not in the center of the screen, right? It's at the bottom so that you can see more stuff ahead of you. Yeah, so it's not exactly how it should be, but it's close enough. I'll take it. Happy enough to drive with that phone GPS at least. And I think that the model of the phone itself, I think that's an iPhone with like the notch there in the center. Not sure which iPhone that is. I'm not really an iPhone guy. I'm more of an Android, Samsung guy. The jake brakes are immense. Thank you. That guy was probably wondering what the heck is a truck doing here. Nice. Just trying to hear the engine better. So yeah, don't worry. For those who are fans of silent trucking videos, we will for sure be having one with this setup. So I also want to hear it for myself. Hear it in the low revs and the highway, how it sounds, high speed, low speed, while maneuvering and everything. Even changes its pitch when you're in such high revs when you're jake braking. That is such attention to detail. Yeah, Zeemod has been working on this update for the longest time. I remember he teased this way back in Feb, something like that. And then he disappeared for a couple of months. We were not sure if he would be coming back, but I'm happy that he is finally officially back. He probably just got busy with work. Maybe now he's on Christmas holidays or something. But yeah, I had to update my compatibility patch before, if you guys remember, because Zeemod sounds weren't working with 139. So I updated my compatibility patch to make it work for 139 in the meantime. So like a band-aid patch that wasn't official. But now that compatibility patch is no longer required because Zeemod has updated this officially now. So this is 139 only. And it sounds great. The only time you would need the compatibility patch I did is if you want these sounds that are applied to the Freightliner FLC by XBS or to the Mac Anthem. Freightliner FLC by XBS or Mac Anthem by SCS. So yeah, basically the compatibility patch I made just adds those two trucks in the list of compatible trucks with this engine. So if you're driving a different truck, you don't need that at all. Yeah, by far this is my most favorite engine sound compared with everything else out there, even in ATS 2. So this is my absolute favorite because of how crisp, how bassy, how rich it is. Never a dull moment, no monotonous tone at all. The only monotonous thing here is my voice, maybe. No, this engine is good. I remember, I think I donated to Zeemod once, and I don't normally donate to people because of how much I enjoyed it. Definitely a must try if you have not tried it yet yourself. Although basing on the community we have, Zeemod is quite popular with our community here, our Clumsy community. And I know a lot of people are huge fans of Zeemod as well. So you guys are probably as happy as I am hearing about his comeback and hearing about the update. Initially, I thought he was only going to update the... I thought he was only going to update the mod for 139. But I was not expecting a whole new overhaul as well, the 2.0 version to come out already. I was happy enough to have it officially patched for 139 without other changes. But yeah, this one. So this is a very pleasant surprise. I was actually planning on recording ETS2 today because of the, what's the name of the map? Turkey Extended. Yeah, Hassan shot me an email and he told me that yeah, it's out. I heard about it from the community as well. Thanks guys for letting me know. So we will make a video on that as well. But to be honest, yeah, when I heard Zeemod was back and he updated his mod, I cannot resist. I cannot resist making a video on it. And coupled with that, the update from Jon Ruda for the Classic XL, like this one. Adding the cabin accessories is a huge thing for me. Because as I keep mentioning, I think I mentioned this a couple of times, like you spend like, I don't know, 95% of your time inside the truck. And the remaining 5% is probably in exterior in photo mode or something like that. So for me, the focus of any truck mod, a truck mod is great if it has, for a truck mod to be great, it has to have amazing interior. And that's what this Classic XL has. And now with the update of making the cabin accessories compatible, that definitely is a step in the right direction for me. So I could not pass it up. Oh. Runaway truck ramp. I remember Jeff Abiniano making a video on testing that out. I don't think it worked though. I think it just made him slow down but not fully stop. So I think either the physics has to be modified, make it so that gravity has more of an effect on slowing down trucks, or maybe the runaway truck ramp is too shallow, not steep enough to slow down the truck. One of those things probably. Where are we? Have we crossed over to Utah already? I'm not so sure. I think we're still in Colorado. Oh yeah, my main problem here. Yeah, I have a problem. I'll worry about it later. So, my trick before, if you guys remember, I used to take photos while recording like this. So I would pause the game, go into photo mode and take a screenshot. But then people started complaining they didn't want to stop the journey to take photos. So I started doing that offline, like after I record. So how I do that is I quick save at a spot that looks scenic. Like for example, this one is nice. I do a quick save. The default key is scroll lock. So you'll see the save indicator appear on the upper left side of the screen. So you can do that at any time. Do a quick save. Oh, what is this? This is nice. Have I been here before? This town? There's even a bus stop there. Steamboat Springs. Oh yeah, I've been here. So yeah, that's what I do. I quick save on a nice spot. Like for example, this one. You can see the saving indicator in the upper left. And then I continue recording and everything. And after I record, I load that quick save, so I'm back in this same spot. And then I take the photo. Yeah, that's the trick if you guys are not familiar. If you record your videos as well, that's one thing you can use. However, that has a little limitation, because if you are doing a World of Trucks contract like what we're doing right now, then you can't really reload a game. You can reload the game, so you will get back here where you did the save, but your trailer will not be there anymore because World of Trucks recognizes the state of the job. Like if you finished it already, you can't reload to an older save and repeat it to avoid cheating the system. So after we finish this job, I don't think I can load that back up anymore. The trailer will be gone. So yeah, basically with World of Trucks contracts, doing photos is a bit more complex. So either I do it with you guys, I take photos while recording, or I find another way later. Yeah, I'll worry about it later. Oh, this is so nice. I also put in a tent, you might have noticed, on the top of the windshield. There's a bit of tint going on there. It's going to be useful for those bright skies. I think that helps especially with what is that? Maybe Project Next Gen with those bright sky boxes. But not right now. I'm using JBX for textures for sky boxes for the weather. So maybe it's not that helpful, but I kind of like it. The gradient feel. It's just enough to give you a bit of insulation from the brightness outside, but not that much that it hinders your visibility. Nice, I like it. Oh yeah. I was also thinking of buying another truck mod, so I bought this Classic XL from Jon Ruda a couple of... It hasn't been a year, but it's been a while, right? I've been driving this ever since and using it with Zeemod's DD60. Lately I've been thinking of buying another one from him. Either the Peterbilt 389 or the W900. Train. Recently with this Zeemod update specifically, Zeemod included compatibility for the W900 by Jon Ruda. I think W900 Highway Killer is what it's officially called. I have no idea what the customizations there are, but I'm thinking of buying one soon. So if you guys have tried it out, you let me know. I remember Lucy from Discord was sharing a lot of pictures of the Peterbilt from Jon Ruda. It looked very nice. And yeah, one of the things I really look at is not really the customization options, like additional mudguards or visors. Those are all nice, but those are all exterior parts, so I don't put a huge focus in them. They're only good for the photos mainly. Where I put a huge focus is in the interior and the customization in the interior. What colors are available? Can I change the shifter, the steering wheel, color of the dashboard, the cabin accessories, stuff like that. So those are more important for me. And from what I've seen from Lucy's photo, the Peterbilt sure has a lot of customizations inside the cab. I guess that's why one reason why I'm not such a fan of the GTM trucks. Not a fan, but they're just not my favorite. The GTM trucks look so good, and they add a lot of nice trucks I've seen a couple of photos from you guys over at Discord, our Discord server, sharing photos from GTM trucks, and they look so cool. So in terms of photo mode, there are no complaints there. But the main limitation for me is GTM trucks most of the time use SES default interiors. So if it's like Kenworth, I don't know what other Kenworths are there. But yeah, they basically reused the 900 cabin, for example, the interior. And it's not always the case that it's 1:1. Oftentimes it should be different. So when you're inside the truck, it feels like you're driving a 900 or any other default SES truck, and you only feel that you're driving something different when you go outside, which is like 5% of the time. So I wasn't a huge fan because of that. I know other people feel differently, but for me personally, the interior is the most important part of the truck. Interior and sounds. Maybe sounds first, then interior second. So yeah, having a detailed custom interior is definitely a must-have, one of the requirements for me. Have you crossed over to Utah? I actually have not noticed. Probably. With all my babbling, we probably missed it. It's the speed limit here, 65. Well, thanks to that mod, I can see it clearly. 45 here, slow it down. Let the J brake do its work. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't think the Jake brake could sound even better, but it's not just the power. It's amazing. I can't quite describe it. It's not just like how loud it is, it's also the quality itself of the sound. Like you can really hear like it's the air coming out of the exhaust and stuff like that, of the vent or however you call it. Like you can really almost feel the air that's coming out, especially in higher revs. Like maybe let's put it like that one, just to make it really dramatic. So good. I'm super excited for the silent trucking video on this one. You will see it in the coming days. So yeah, that's why we are having ATS today instead of the originally planned ETS2. I'm also excited to check out the Turkey extended map, but I don't have a new truck to check it out with. I usually only change trucks when Krishbom or some of our prominent sound modders release an update. So normally I change trucks only when there are nice sounds that accompany them. If the sounds are default, I probably will not try it out. Thankfully, we have RJ Productions over in the ETS2 community who has remade all the default SES sounds, so he remixed them. So he uses the default sounds from SES, the samples, the files, the sound files, but he remixed all of them so that they are more organic, more engine-like, you know, like when you're revving, you really hear that rev, that engine struggling as you get into the higher revs, and then once you shift, you'll feel the engine like giving a huge sigh of relief and changing pitch again. So that kind of variety is added, but it's still default SES, which is not the best for many of the trucks. So it's like good enough, you know. Thankfully, with RJ Productions, you can drive any truck and have decent sounds, but it's not Krishbom or EVR level or Zeemod level for that matter. So I would rather wait for Krishbom or the others to release a fully customized, fully modded sound pack and then switch to that one. That's why in ATS2 I still mostly drive the Scania R by RJL. And now actually I noticed that the Scania R by RJL is starting to age in a way, because as the years go by, as the technologies increase, the textures become higher resolution, you know, the models get bigger triangle count, you know, the models become more complex. Oh, it's only now that we're crossing over to Utah. Cool. Okay, we didn't miss it. It's nice. Life elevated. There's a dinosaur in front. Very interesting choice of visuals. What was I talking about? Yeah, the RJL. So I remember Scania R by RJL is my favorite before. But when I went back to it a couple of weeks ago, I started noticing these, like, how do you say, low res stuff. Like the dashboard is pixelated. So it was great before, I think, but now that we've started to get used to higher resolution textures, 4K resolution and stuff like that, going back to those older textures, you kind of notice them now. And so when I drive with some of the Scania R by RJL configs, sometimes the dashboard is so pixelated, I actually notice it, and it takes away from the immersion a bit. I think in some cases Oscar's realistic dashboard helps with that, the realistic dashboard gauges, but it wasn't built for RJL specifically. So I think it only works for some, if not for none at all, for RJL specific truck. Oscar's gauges only work with the default SES truck, I think. But yeah, lots of different combinations. In a way, that's nice to see that we are noticing these differences, because that means we are evolving, we are increasing the standards ever so subtly through the years. But yeah, it is improving. And with the upcoming lighting changes, the graphics updates in 1.40, that will take another level of improvement. Our standards will increase even more. Greyhound, thank you. So how do we get here? Delivery is right there, but it looks like we'll have to loop around. Maybe here? Well, let's just follow the GPS. Jon Deere. Very nice. Okay, so we turn left here, and then there should be an entrance. Ah, there it is. Good. Now, why we're delivering gifts to Jon Deere, I don't know. Maybe it's for the employees. Merry Christmas, Jon Deere employees. Why not, right? Why not? So yeah, for our convoy, guys, on Thursday or Wednesday night for US folks, we should all be carrying these types of trailers, so it will be very festive. I think we can take any World of Trucks contract with gifts just to get that trailer and then take it wherever we want to go. Oh, please don't hit that. Thank you. Please don't jackknife either. Okay, good. Let's just make a turn here. Open my window. It's good. Right. They actually hit it or something. Ignore that. Oh, what was that hissing? That's a new sound I heard. Is that from the engine sound from Zeemod? I hear those hisses from time to time, but I'm not sure if that exact hiss I've heard before. So yeah, looking forward to your comments and what you think about this update from Zeemod. Overall, I like it. There are some parts which I think I prefer the older one, but if it's more realistic, then I'm all for that and I can get behind that. So I'll be waiting for updates from you guys. It's good. There are also some people who are asking me about my mirrors. The mirrors are very nice, the field of view, right? The side mirrors. This is specifically from the Freightliner Classic by Jon Ruda. He specifically has a different, like the mirror. You can change it to this more realistic FOV. Close the... shut down the engine. Hear that tick-tock. It's very subtle. Yeah. Good. Finished. Done deal. Fort Collins to Vernal. Nice. So I'll be recording a silent trucking episode next. Stay tuned for that one. So hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Clumsy trucking everybody, and catch you on the Convoy soon. In the meantime, I'll be waiting for the comments. Clumsy trucking and have a nice day. Stay safe. Bye-bye.